Hi, we are Tyler and Haley Bryant, and this is our proposal for improving the physical environment of Central Lee Elementary and Middle Schools. So after doing a welcoming walkthrough through the building, the current reality showed that navigation in the conjoined elementary and middle schools is difficult for parents and community members. Directions, new flooring, and signage will be added to improve the situation based upon feedback from community members.
Currently, there are no direction signs anywhere in our building except two small inconspicuous signs that guide visitors to the multipurpose room and the gymnasium. There are none that point towards the elementary side or the middle school side of the building. Currently, the middle school does have an entrance sign up above our doors leading to our section, but there is only signs with English, and there are no Braille signs except for a few janitorial doors. Parents and community members often get lost, or they are unaware of where teachers are located or where grade levels are. And we do have teachers' names on the outside of their doors, but there is no indication of grade levels. Currently, on both sides of the building, there are colored hallways that have been used for guidance, but currently the floors are cracking and raising up, and they could use a new paint job as well.
So these are some pictures of the building just to briefly show you what's happening. So this very first picture is where visitors would enter the school. They would go into our newly renovated office, and this is all a new addition. So any new improvements we would want to match to this newly renovated area. Then after the visitors leave the office, they come here, which would lead to the new commons. There is a sign here that says "Welcome to Central Lee Elementary," which is oddly placed as this is not necessarily elementary. This is a shared space between the middle school and the elementary school. As you can see, there is no directory or signage outside of the office. This is the commons. And then as you come out of the commons, this is where you have to decide how to get to the elementary or the middle school. So if you keep going straight and you curve around the corner, you can find the middle school. And if you look there, now there is a sign above the doors, but it is hidden around that corner that it would be difficult to find. And then this is the entrance to the elementary, which would be if you took a right at the beginning of the hallway in this first picture. As you can see, there is not matching signage there. Once you enter the elementary school, it is shaped like a square and it has two yellow hallways. I'll go back. This is the entrance. You have a yellow hallway there. And then there is a back yellow hallway, which I'll talk about in a second, a red hallway and a green hallway. So the grade levels are next to each other in these hallways. They each have a set of bathrooms and they're in the middle. They don't have much signage besides a small label at the top. And then this yellow hallway connects the two back ones together. It is especially confusing for parents and community members whenever they come into the school for conferences, class parties, whatever it may be. They know what teacher they're looking for, but they have absolutely no clue where to find them. And if they have a kindergarten teacher in this back hallway, they're especially confused and lost as to how to get there. Then I've got a picture of my classroom. You could see a minor little number above the door and you could see my name, but there is no indication that this is second grade. And so the best way for community members and visitors right now to find specific classrooms is just to look at each door and see if it matches the teacher they're looking for, because there's no indication that this is second grade, that this is the fifth grade wing, etc. And then here you could just see the floor this is by the recess doorways. You can see that the flooring is starting to come up there. And then we'll go into the middle school area.
So further down the commons area, there are special education rooms right behind this Hawk logo. And then on the opposite side of the hallway, there are preschool rooms as well. And then further down, there's the gymnasium, which is unindicated unless you look into the doors. And then to the left of the gym, there is one third grade classroom that is separate from every other classroom in the building. Then the top right picture is a banner that the Central Lee Middle School uses. It is around the corner of the commons area. And then further down the corridor is the middle school building. Similar to the elementary building, ours is a square-shaped hallway. We do have a sixth grade hallway, and then a seventh and eighth grade hallway, and then a back hallway similar to the elementary, where oftentimes parents forget that it's there, or they get lost trying to find certain teachers. We do have some signage, but there is no directory signs to any of our classrooms, and the bathrooms are smallly labeled, similar to each of the teachers' rooms as well. We have a small number on the top of the door and then our nameplate, but there is no indication of what grade that we teach. And then you can see that the floor does need a major repair.
So to improve the situation, we would bring a diverse group of community members in to navigate and survey the school. This would include family members, business partners, responders, a very diverse group as we are trying to serve the community. So we would want them in to help with this process. With approval from the district and board, we would want to replace the flooring in the hallways to match the commons, but we would continue the color coordination of lockers and walls. Even though this process might be a little bit longer, it would be very helpful in improving the physical appearance and environment. But as we would wait on this, the rest of these improvements would also drastically improve the situation. We would update the nameplates, which we have examples of coming up, to include room numbers and the subject that is taught or the grade level taught. In the office, when visitors checked in, they would be provided a map that would be printed in color according to the hallways in the building, and it would be labeled with the school names and the grade level bands. And then we would add a light graphic to the elementary side of the building, distinguishing its area that matched the middle school side. And we would add signage that guided visitors to accessible restrooms, water fountains, as well as other high traffic areas such as the gym and the library and the cafeteria and anywhere else that they would need to go.
So comparing different companies, the best option is the Office Sign Company. They have multiple products that we will be recommending, such as an interchangeable directory sign. We can place these in numerous effective junctions of the building to label where teachers are, their room number as well, and which direction they need to go. You can have 7 sections or up to 3 sections on each directory. And it does look professional. You can change the background to match our school colors. And it just looks very professional compared to other companies that have similar directory designs, but are not interchangeable. And you can see the price is definitely competitive between the other websites. As stated, the similar Office Sign Company also has the nameplates specifically created for the directories. So instead of replacing the whole entire directory, we can just replace the single insert for when teachers move around the district or if they are leaving, and we get new teachers included as well. On the same company, we have universal nameplates with Braille that we could put on each of the teachers' classrooms. And we can design these to match our school colors as well, but they have the name. We can include the grade levels and then the room number, and we get discounts the more that we purchase those. And finally, the same company also utilizes restroom indicators. And so they look modern, they look nice, and we can have one for boys and girls restrooms that properly and effectively label which one is which, so there is no confusion, and Braille is included on those as well. And then finally, as a fundraising push, we can have a sponsor board for the sponsors who constantly donate to our school district and any initiative that we try to implement. But we can also use the smaller sponsors and then the PTO and boosters clubs.
So to find evidence of this improvement, obviously we are trying to improve this for the community. So they are going to be our place that we go to find out if this is effectively improving this. So we would bring in another diverse group of community members and staff, and with the new available resources, the signage, the maps, all of that, we would task the individuals with locating certain classrooms, necessary areas, and then we would survey them and ask them, how did this go? Was it much easier? Would this help if we added this as well? But really just get their opinion on this, because again, we are serving this community. So we want to hear their feedback on if this is working better. So this is our proposal. We look forward to improving this in our schools. Thank you.